This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, if you have a loved one or know someone that has suffered a traumatic brain injury, a rehabilitation resource is much closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Mark Desmond, with the High Hopes Head Injury Program. Hi, Mark. How is it going?
Great, Rachel. Thank you for having me on today.
Well, we are just really excited to learn about your business and your organization. Why don't you tell us about this organization?
Sure. We're High Hopes Head Injury Program. We're the first brain injury program in the United States. We started a little over 50 years ago. That's about the same time paramedics started and people started surviving traumatic brain injuries. And we've been helping thousands of people over all those years recover their life after falls, accidents, and also working with stroke individuals.
Wow. How did you get into this business and this organization?
Well, how I got involved, I started teaching high school when I was 19 years old. I was told by the principal, don't tell anybody how old you are. And I said, okay. And I was coaching swimming, and my swim teams were good. I went on later to coach all levels of swimming from beginners to Olympics. And then, like a good coach, I controlled the lives of my swimmers. I ran the city programs and the pools, and they were lifeguards, and hired them so they can never miss swim practice. And this family group with brain injured individuals came in to use the pool. Nobody was available. I started working with them, and one boy started walking. This was a time where the world said that brain injury individuals never improve. And this fella started walking. And then Today's Show came out and did a segment here locally with Dr. Arlene, and then it was broadcast out in New York. And all of a sudden, here I am on national television, the lame walking, people walking and getting better from something they were not supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. And then I continued to go to school, and things grew, and here we are 50 years later. And that's why it's called High Hopes, because originally these people had no hope.
Wow, that's a lovely story. What are some myths or maybe misconceptions surrounding this program or industry? I mean, what do you think?
Well, first of all, as long as we're alive, there's an opportunity to get better. And the world says that you're done. Whether you've had a stroke or traumatic brain injury, or even the last 8-10 years, we work with multiple sclerosis. And particularly in this field, for many years, it was said that we're never going to improve. But that's untrue. And now, even more recently, we have people with MS that was told that your life is over, take your meds, and don't expect anything. Only thing will try and slow the rate of falling apart. And the truth is, a human being can improve if they're doing the right things at the right time and have a better life. I have people that learn how to walk again after using a wheelchair. People regain their life and become independent. So all is possible as long as you're willing to show up, keep working at it. The technology is amazing. There's a great future for all of us. There's over 2 million traumatic brain injuries in the United States each year.
Wow. Well, we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So, I mean, how are you getting the word out or letting people know about your program and organization?
Well, we do special events. We work a lot with the music industry. We put on a big jazz concert each year, and We have a lot of people that volunteer to put on that concert. That's called the Eric Marathon Friends Concert. We've had people like Tony Bennett, and over the years, Rosemary Clooney and Johnny Mathis and others come out and support our program, and we are a charitable organization. And then we have our website and great podcasts like this, where people have an opportunity to hear about us. And we've been on all major national television shows. So it's kind of like you don't need high hopes until you need high hopes. And you need high hopes desperately.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you ever thought of doing your own podcast in regards to the high hopes?
Sure we have. It may go to that eventually. Right now, I work with every I call them students versus patients, clients. I have a great staff, but I work with everybody every day and do wonderful things like this.
Wonderful.
Be with you.
Yes. So now, outside of work, what do you like to do for fun, Mark?
Well, I coach swimming. As a coach of swimming, I swim. So I love to swim and boating and fishing, and I love helping people on school boards and all sorts of things over the years. So anywhere where I can help people, I love coaching. I haven't coached for a few years, and the Olympics are coming up again in 3 years. I like to be a little more active in that area too. So we'll see what the future provides.
Wonderful. Well, Mark, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember about the High Hopes Head Injury Program.
That never give up. There is what the world tell you is not always true. And if you need our help, we're here to help you.
How can our listeners learn more about the High Hopes Head Injury Program?
Well, you can go to our website, which is highhopes.ws, or you can just Google High Hopes, brain injury, stroke, any of those modalities. You can find us, or you give us a telephone call at 949-733-0044 for the country. And we're happy to help people remotely, wherever they happen to be.
Well, Mark, I really appreciate you being on the show, and we wish you and your organization, the best moving forward.
Thank you, and thank you for having us, Rachel.
My pleasure.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to Tom. That's gnporangecounty.com or call 714-941-8862.